All right. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, all across the globe, welcome to a live edition of Power Connections with Kevin Vaughn. I am here today with my wonderful friends, first of all, friends and business partners, Nikisha Bond and Pastor Dale Wafer. How y'all doing today, my brother and sister?
Hey, brother.
Hey,
Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to be with you again, man.
yes, sir.
Missed you.
Yeah, we're excited for you. Hey, this is Power Connections, guys. And we're just excited. Welcome to the future, guys. Nikisha and Doc are going to give some powerful stuff today. I want you guys to pay attention. I want you guys to push this out on your networks too, guys. Those alive and those who are listening later on. I want you guys to push this out too, because it's going to benefit you tremendously, guys, without a doubt. And you may ask, for those who are new on the globe there, what is Power Connections? This is where we bring in powerful people, folks that are movers and shakers in the business world, folks that are movers and shakers in their own communities, folks. They're helping us to grow, helping us to understand what's going on in the marketplace, in the business, entrepreneurship, and so much more. We're going to be talking about investments and what Sister Bond is doing and what Dr. Dale is doing in the area of taking stuff to the next level. They are excited. That's why they're here. So we're excited about you guys being with us today. You know, one thing, Nikisha and Pastor Dale, we always give our guests an opportunity to say a few words, few opening words as we get ready to get started on the network here. And Nikisha, if you would, just give us a few words to the network before we get started. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Kevin. I'm so excited to be here on Power Connections. You've been so dedicated to this journey. And so just kudos to you for your commitment to bringing all this amazing information to your audience. So I'm just excited to be here and be a part of this journey.
Thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, not only have I have her on virtual, but I know we've met live. So that's a good thing. So it's been a while, but Nikisha has not aged, guys, and y'all know about that, guys. She has not aged a bit. The last time I saw her was years ago, and she looks the same. I love it. I love it. Pastor Dale, any opening statements, my friend, before we get started?
Hey, my friend, I thank you so much for having us on Power Connection. Let me just say, first of all, congratulations on your success with Power Connection. I've seen a couple of the interviews that you've done. You constantly are pushing out great content for our community and beyond. And it's just been wonderful to see how you've grown from zero to thousands of people who actually are affiliated and linked to what you're doing. So you're getting the word out on some very, very good stuff. And we're really excited about it. As you know, you and I have done business for over 10 years together. Yeah. And we've done all types of different things, as well as Nikisha, and been highly successful in these other areas that we've been involved in. And we are really excited to present to your community and the community beyond something that has never happened in the Black community before. And we're really excited to bring it and to have the opportunity to share with your audience.
Oh, thank you so much, Pastor Dale. Hey, I want to give it back to you guys, because you know, you guys, we've been doing business for a while together, networking and doing things together. And because of you guys, the quality of work that you guys do, I say, man, I got to keep up with Sister Nikisha and Pastor Dale. So you guys set the pace, you know, for the leadership in the past. So thank you so much for all you did to contribute to how I need to act on our network as well. So you guys are a part of why I'm here today as well, to keep it moving and keep our communities up to date. How about this? And make some money in the process. I love it. I love it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Power Connections with Kevin Vaughn, my special guest, Nikisha Bond, and Dr. Dale Wafer. Hey, if you guys are just joining us, we're getting ready to go into the quick bio. I want you to learn a little bit about Nikisha. We'll be here another hour just talking about her background, but Nikisha is going to give us a short version of who she's all about. If you don't mind, Nikisha, give us a quick bio on who you are so folks can get to know you a little bit today.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much again. And so my name is Nikisha Bond, and I am one of the visionary founders of ACAC Insurance. A little bit about my background. I actually come from Lean Six Sigma, so it's a nice fancy way of saying I'm a professional problem solver.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I go a lot into operation management. My husband and I, we've owned a landscape construction company for over 18 years, licensed, bonded, and insured out here in the state of California. We just started an academy where we're training other young men to do these types of skills and so that they can start their own business. So we're at a point in our careers where we're really building a legacy. And so that's where we got partnered up and started the whole ACAC Insurance that we're going to be talking about here today. But my background is mainly in operations management with an emphasis in quality assurance. So
I love it. And she is good, guys. She is good. Y'all need to get some information and bring them on contract as soon as possible. Pastor Dale, your quick bio. Thank you so much, my friend.
Yeah. Thank you so much. So I am the CEO of ACAC Insurance. ACAC Insurance is the first Black property casualty auto insurance company to ever launch in America. Wow. That is historic. And when we first thought about doing this, we researched and said, this can't be the first. How can this be the first?
I know.
Yes, yeah. We're still talking about Black people doing things for the first time. Yeah. So this is a huge, there's over 6,000 insurance companies in America. And there's only 9 that are Black, and those 9 are life insurance. So there's not a property casualty. There's not an auto insurance company that's Black owned and Black operated. We are the first. My background is in business strategy and business consulting. Yeah. I've had a number of companies. I've run Black Box marketing. I've run Meridian marketing. I ran also expedited transportation company for many, many years. And so I've been president or CEO of multiple companies, but I'm really excited about what's taking place now in this space that we're in, as ACAC Insurance is now launching here in the state of Maryland.
Oh, I love it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Power Connections. My special guest here, Nikisha Bond, Dr. Dale Wafer. Hey, let's jump right into it. Hey, Pastor Dale and Sister Bond, let's talk about what the opportunity is, because you kind of mentioned a little bit of there. What is, I used to say, what's the problem? No, we're going to solve that. So what's the opportunity today? So if you would, tell us what the opportunity is in detail, and then I'm going to let you guys just kind of take over the mic. You guys just take it over and tell us what you want us to know today. Thank you so much.
Well, I'm going to let Nikisha talk about, how we got here, and then I'll talk about what the opportunity is that lies ahead of us.
Awesome.
Awesome. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys, because I want you guys to see this amazing presentation that we put together. Yeah. It's an abridged version of our normal presentations that we do on Tuesdays and Thursdays if people are interested. But I just want to go through real quick a couple of key slides to just kind of let you know what the opportunity is and where we could use your help to kind of spread the word of what we're doing. So as Pastor Dale said, that we are the first Black-owned property and casualty insurance company in the United States. And that in and of itself is historic. And so let me tell you a little bit about how we got here. So as you can see, there's 3 people on the board. That's myself, Dale, and then the other gentleman is Joseph. He's our on-site lawyer. And he came to me at one of our Black chamber mixers, and he was talking about an amazing opportunity that he had this business and that he wanted to talk to me about, which I always like to talk to people about that. Yeah, and he showed me this pyramid. And this pyramid was so important because it outlined the private economy. And I had read an article in The Guardian that said by 2053 that Black Americans were going to have no wealth. And I was like, I'm in the chamber, I got a business, I know tons of business people. I see my friend Kevin Vaughn doing so well. How can that be? And what he explained to me is that we don't have any infrastructure that's large enough to really support an economy for ourselves. So look at this. Down at the bottom, you have the dark pools of wealth, right? Sovereign wealth, kings and queens. You're never going to see that. So don't even worry about that. But right above that, you have private pool funds. And what those are the excess insurance premiums. And we're going to be talking about that. But what happens is that you have these pool funds that pull all this resources. And then what do? They redirect it into the investment banks, who then redirects it into the stock exchange, who then redirects it into private capital, who then redirects it up to the small business, who then goes and hires the individual. So the issue with the Black community is that we're up at the top, right? We have our small businesses, we are individually employed, but we don't have any institutions that we can call on to really draw wealth. And so that's where, after he told me that, I called Dale. I was like, I know someone who can help us with this. He knows everybody. Kevin, that would have been the first person you called too.
Yeah, that's right.
And in 2020, during the middle of the pandemic, we tried to launch out here in California. That didn't work for a number of reasons, but we have a lot of government officials in Maryland who were like, come over here, we're open for business. So at that point, we were able to incorporate in Maryland on July 19th, 2021. And since then, we've now been in the fundraising process. And we have a couple of different paths for fundraising, but I'm going to go ahead and throw it over to Dale so that he can just talk a little bit about ACAC Insurance and then go through just some of our key slides on what the opportunity looks like. That way your audience will be super clear. Dale, the floor is yours.
Well, great. Thank you, Nikisha, for that. And Nikisha has nailed put the hammer on the nail. We have a lot of businesses in the Black community, but we don't have businesses that scale to the degree that we need them to scale to in order for us to transfer wealth.
Yes,
okay.
Correct.
So we have barbershops and we have retail stores and we have, we just now started having grocery stores, some other things happening. And those are all great. And we do need those in our communities.
Yeah.
But in order for us to literally transfer wealth, we have to have businesses that can scale to $100 million a month,
That's right.
$1 billion a year or plus. Okay. Now think about how many Black businesses that that are $1 billion a year companies. They're not very many in the grand scheme of things. So we have to have the vision to be able, one, to scale a business that large, and then two, be able to take resources from that business to invest in other opportunities for businesses on Black businesses that can scale as well. So we have to have what I call an instrument that is designed to scale large enough to bring other people with it. And that's what we've created here at ACAC Insurance. We have created the opportunity to scale a business for the sake of investing in other businesses so that those businesses can scale as well. And the best instrument to do that is an insurance company. Insurance companies are the largest insurance companies are businesses in the world.
Yes.
You can't do anything without insurance. Okay. Homeowners insurance, auto insurance, life insurance, business insurance, product liability insurance. Even if you're renting, you have to have renter's insurance. Okay. And we'll show you a number of scales, but every year the insurance companies increase in money. Even in the pandemic, the insurance companies, when nobody was driving.
Wow.
When no one was driving, they were still making money. Okay.
Exactly.
They didn't lower premiums. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're making money. So now we have to say, well, how can we as a community of people, how can we tap into this great resource of income, and how can we pass it down, pass it along throughout our community? So we've decided to do that by starting ACAC Insurance, which is the first Black property casualty auto insurance company to launch in America. As Nikisha said, we have launched it in the state of Maryland, and we're really excited to be there. We're in our early stage of our property casualty insurance carrier formed in Maryland. And as a business opportunity, ACAC is unique because it is Black owned, it's a PNC insurer, and it is designated to perform at great lengths to help our community. Okay, so we're really excited about what we have. We have an objective, and it's clear, and that objective is to create an opportunity of exponential growth for not only for our company, but for those who see the opportunity in our company. There's 50 million people who identify as Black drivers in America. When we convert just 0.5% of that population to our company, we become a multi-billion-dollar a year company within 7 years. Okay. Now think of what the opportunity that is for our communities. And one of the things that we do, and we'll talk about this in the investment side, is that when we allow people to come into our investment side, we're allowing our grassroots, our average individuals, to be able to be a part of this early on before the big angel investors and VCs come in. Because once they come in, they won't allow you to sell small shares. Okay. So we're lining up our opportunity for just the average person. Say, hey, listen, I've never been invited this early into an opportunity, and I really want to be a part of something. And the great thing is you can be a part of what we're doing.
Yep, absolutely, Pastor Dale. I love it. I love it. So that's what we're excited about. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, this is Power Connections with Kevin Bond, my special guest, Keisha Bond, my business partners out there on the network, dear friends of the network as well, and the family. Also to Dr. Dale Wafer. Hey guys, we're here talking about ACAC. Is that pronounced correct? Let me make sure I can pronounce it correctly.
ACAC. Yeah.
ACAC. All right. ACAC is with us today through Nikisha and Dr. Dale talking about the investment opportunity today. Back to you guys on this early bird special. I love it.
Hey Dale, what I did was I pulled up a bunch. So we have a much longer presentation. So if you want to join us on a Tuesday or Thursday, I'll drop the reservation link so you guys can join our Zoom where it's about an hour-long presentation. But I wanted to just jump to this slide because this is the opportunity that I think we're all talking about. So I wanted to give Dale an opportunity to kind of go over where the amazing opportunity is for your audience who's looking to be involved in this investment, but maybe they don't have a huge net worth. Maybe they're not an accredited investor. Maybe they only have a couple $100s, but they really want to get behind the cause. So Dale, the floor is yours.
Absolutely.
Let me just do this real quickly. And let me say that when companies like ours, we are a regulated company. So when companies like ours are raising money, we have to go to accredited investors.
Absolutely.
Okay? Now, an accredited investor is someone who makes $250,000 a year, that's worth over $1 million. The SEC, the government, believes people who are in that status are professionals, are information. They have information. They know what they're doing with their money. But under the 2012 Jobs Bill Act that President Obama signed,
yes, sir.
he created an opportunity for average people who are not accredited investors to be able to invest through the platform of crowdfunding. Okay. And so this is an opportunity for people who are not accredited investors to be able to invest through crowdfunding. And with our company, you can reserve. Let me just be clear. We're not selling shares today. We're not asking you to buy shares today. But what we are saying is you have an opportunity to reserve your shares for a future date. Okay. And so through the Jobs Act, we created our platform for crowdfunding on the platform called WeFunder. Okay. So you can go to the link here, wefunder.com/Acaria. And for as little as $250, you can reserve a share. Now, the great thing about this, now, Kevin, you'll like this. The great thing about this is that not only can you reserve your share for $250 or above, but you don't have to pay for it right now. That's a good thing.
Oh, wow. That's good. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay, so you can reserve your share and not pay for it. Now you do. They will check to make sure that you have the funds available. But they won't take the funds. Okay, so you can do that. We have a number of people who have already begun to help us with this. We've launched our crowdfunding this month here in February. Now check this out. What a great opportunity. What is the better opportunity to launch a company and a crowdfunding in Black History Month? You know, and so we say, listen, we're not just talking about Black history this year. We are making Black history. All right, we're making it real. All right, so you can reserve your shares for as little as $250. Okay, but the better option is what we call our early bird special. The early bird special is when you have a reservation of $1,000 or more, we're going to match that dollar for dollar. So if you reserve a share of $1,000, we're going to give you $1,000 a share. So you have a total of $2,000 in shares for the price of $1,000. So we're really excited about the early bird special. On the platform that we have right now, WeFunder, their average investor is about $100, okay, which is great. But guess what? We just did our numbers the other day. Our average investor on our fund in this crowdfunding is $900. Okay. That is way above the average on this platform. That's right. And that's just our community. So when people say that our community don't have money, our community.
We have money now.
We got a lot of money, man. We have a lot.
We got the money.
We have to just stop being consumers.
That's right.
And we need to be investors.
That's
and
exactly.
So we're really excited about our early bird special, and we thank all of the contributors that we have here. We've raised in our first round over $100,000. We're now raising in our crowdfunding. We just, like I said, we just began our crowdfunding, and we're a little bit over $11,000 on the crowdfunding side, and we have at least $5,000 or $6,000 in queue right now. We're about to close. We're continue to raise money throughout the month of February. And we're excited about this. And we want our community to be excited about, supporting a company that has transformational impact
Absolutely.
what we do as a society. And if we get a chance, I really want Nikisha to play a video that just outlines why it's important for us to be a part of this. Absolutely. And why we have been left out and the bigger picture that we have.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Hey, wonderful. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, that's Dr. Dale Wafer and Nikisha Bond. We're talking about an opportunity of a lifetime, ladies and gentlemen. What I'm excited about too, Pastor Dale, is that, wow, that reserve shares, if you will, that initial investment, man, that's awesome, ladies and gentlemen. I want you guys to pay attention right now. Get ready. And I want to make sure I got this right. They can go right now to wefunder.com. Carrier, is that correct? Right now, I like that website right there. I see they can go there right now and set up that investment. Is that correct?
That is absolutely correct. They can go to wefunder.com/Acaria, and they can put in how much they want to reserve, put their profile in, and they're good to go.
Oh, I love it. Hey, guys, those are listening on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, webtalk.com, all the above, guys. There's going to be at least 10 different platforms you're going to push out. You guys need to go to wefunder.com right now and do your investment, guys. You cannot really want to miss this one, /Acaria, and get this thing started for you today. It's incredible, but you can do your research now. You can do your research. And Sister Bond and Dr. Dale are giving some awesome information on how to do that properly. I tell you, do your research, folks. Do your research. And I know for sure, as you guys know, that we spend, the African American network around the globe, or to say in the United States, spends about $400 billion a year. And we just got to redirect some of that money, guys. That's all we got to do is redirect it towards investment areas like this. Back to you, Nikisha and Pastor Dale.
Yeah, I just wanted to jump in here and say, absolutely, you definitely want to do your research. And we invite you on Tuesdays and Thursdays to come. As you can see, we have tons of slides we're going to be going through. We'll talk about the ownership. We're going to talk about the objectives. We're going to talk about the actual structure of how everything is outlined. We're going to talk about the industry outlook. And you can see how those numbers from 2016 to 2020 have continued to increase in the auto insurance industry. We're going to talk about our business strategy using a lot of technology. I don't think that we could have done this 20 years ago, but with the technology that we have today, with the social media that we have today, I think it's absolutely. So we're going to go through that. We're going to let you look at the numbers. And we have been very conservative on these numbers. 18,000 policies a year. That's all. And I think that this being the first, I think we're going to blow 18,000.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. No doubt about that.
Right? We're going to talk about what Acaria's future outcome looks like. And we're going to be talking about our capitalization. We have lots of different opportunities, because one of the things that we realize is that we're not the first to try. We're the first to get this far, but we're not the first to try. And one of the things that we notice is that when it comes to the money, that's where people have really petered out. So as founders, we're funding the company because we're all owners. We're investing into the company as legacy owners because we want to leave something for our community. There's been a couple other people who have tried this, and their lawyers actually, it took all the money because that first 100,000 that we had were used to get up into here. And I think that that's also us investing into it as well. So we're going to talk about our buyback strategy. We're going to talk about who our partners are. But this is the video that I know that Dale wants to share with everyone. It's about 7 minutes long. So Kevin, I hope we have time for that.
Absolutely.
It just has Dale showcasing about it. Okay, perfect. I'm going to go ahead.
Absolutely.
Hi, my name is Dale Wafer. I am the founder and CEO of Acaria Insurance. Acaria stands for African Caribbean American Insurance Corporation. We're the first Black-owned property and casualty insurance company to launch in America. It is historic. We launched our company in 2021 in the state of Maryland, and we're excited to be in this state. I have been president of many companies, but I am excited to be at the helm of this company with my team. We are creating a legacy opportunity for those who want to be involved in the insurance industry and to help our community to transfer wealth in the future. When we began to look at the insurance industry, we quickly recognized that our community has been redlined and discriminated against for decades. Insurance companies do this by asking certain questions. What is your credit score? What is the highest level of education that you have? What is your income level? All of these questions lend to discrimination. We believe at Acaria you ought to have fair pricing in your premiums. At a carrier, we believe your pricing should be based on what matters most, your driving record. If you have a responsible driving record, then you're going to get great pricing. If your driving record is not so good, we're going to give you better competitive pricing that's in the market today. We believe that you should have equity and equality in your pricing. Insurance companies not only insure risk and liabilities, they also have huge cash reserves, which we call EPs, earned premiums. Earned premiums are over and above their revenue that is generated on an annual basis for insurance companies. In 2019, these EPs represented $700 billion to insurance companies. When the economy experienced disruptions through natural disasters or a pandemic, the government looked to the earned premium of insurance companies to infuse that capital into the marketplace. They see insurance companies as first responders to help get the government back up and running and to help business grow and to continue to expand. Insurance companies invest in T-bills and municipalities so that they can help government and localities grow their economies. The unfortunate thing about that, the current insurance market, insurance companies, they don't invest in Black communities. That's why our neighborhoods are in the conditions that they're in. We need our own instrument, our own insurance company that will prioritize the Black agenda and make cash and revenue available for our communities. Whether it's a nonprofit or schools, or making resources available for the small businesses that have been starved in this economy. We as an insurance company have an agenda to make sure that we create capital and resources for those entities. A car insurance is not just a great business opportunity. It is a necessity for our communities. When you look at the foundation of great economies, great neighborhoods, great communities, they have what we call institutional support through banks, through schools, hospitals, and of course, insurance companies. Insurance companies are the biggest companies in the world. There's nothing you can do without insurance. Everything requires insurance. That's why a carrier insurance is so important for our community. It is the foundation of a growing economy, and our community is desperately in need of a growing economy. There's over 50 million Black and minority drivers in America. When we convert 0.5% to 1% of those drivers to their carrier insurance policies, we become one of the biggest Black-owned businesses in the United States. And we become a billion-dollar brand within 5 to 7 years. Typically, when companies like ours are raising capital, we have to go to what we call accredited investors. Accredited investors are those who have large incomes and net worths that they can invest into companies. However, because of President Obama's 2012 Jobs Act bill, he allowed regular people like yourself to be able to invest in companies. We have set aside a limited amount of shares in our company. Actually, 33% of our company has been set aside for people like yourself. As you can see, a carrier is offering you an opportunity of a lifetime, something that is transformational for our communities. There's over 6,000 insurance companies in America. 9 are life insurance companies. We are the first property casualty auto insurance company that is Black-owned to launch in the United States. Insurance is a company that our community is desperately in need of. We want you to be involved. It's going to take a village. It's going to take our whole community to be a part of what we're doing. This instrument called insurance will be life-changing for our community and our children. It leaves a legacy and it's historic. You have an opportunity to get your shares so that you can be one of the first investors and a first mover. I hope you take a look at our website, take a look at our links, familiarize yourself with our company. I believe that you'll like what you see and join us, join me, participating in this great opportunity. Buy your shares today. Thank you.
Oh man, that's powerful, Nikisha, Dr. Dale. That's powerful, powerful, powerful. Thank you so much for sharing. And that website, let's go and promote that right now. How can people get in touch with you to learn more about this wonderful, wonderful opportunity?
Absolutely. So you can take out your phone and either scan that QR code, or if you're listening online, you can go to wefunder.com. That's WEFUNDER.com/ACARIA, ACARIA. And when you go there, it's going to go through the presentation that I kind of skimmed through here. And then you'll also be able to register for the Zoom so that you can attend the Tuesday, Thursday meetings at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, so that you can learn more about this. You can meet the founders, you can ask questions. We're definitely an open book. And if nothing else, we're just asking for people to share the information. And I just want to show you right now, we launched our social media campaign at the beginning of Black History Month, because a whole campaign that's rebuilding Black Wall Street. Had there been a property and casualty insurance company, this would have been a whole nother thing. I mean, I think, some people did get some compensation, but imagine if we had a ACARIA insurance during Wall Street. We also have about our story and our legacy. We have things about joining the movement. So we really want people to share. We spent a lot of time, we spent a lot of money investing in our marketing campaign. So if nothing else, tell people about it, share the vision with us, go to our Facebook page, like the page, join the vision, let somebody know about it. And if you can, go and reserve your shares. A lot of the people who have already reserved their shares have already actually paid for them, even though you don't have to pay for them today. They're already like, no, I'm 100% committed, because we've been doing this for almost 3 years now. And it's definitely, I know why there's no insurance companies. I know why. This is quite the process. It actually would be easier for us to start a bank. And that's why we've been kind of kept out, because it is so long. But because we took it on as more visionary founders and like builders, we have the time to invest, so that when we're gone, our children will have this instrument, so that when we're looking at that kind of economic pyramid, we know where we're at, and we know where we can go to get money for our businesses, where, if we have challenges, we can go there. We can have a place where we can hire lots and lots of people. It just gives us tools out here to be successful in this economy.
Oh, I love it. Hey, Nikisha and Dr. Dale, this is where, we were literally witnessing how you build generational wealth. This is powerful right here. This is powerful. So we thank you so much. What a powerful presentation. And guys, I want those who are listening on the network right now, on Pure, where it's at, on Web Talk, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, all the above. You guys need at least 1,000 people on your networks, at least a minimum of 1,000 people need to hear about this, okay? So I want you to push this video. When you see it, push it out, guys, on your network for people to review and be a part of this, because this is very, very serious, very, very intentional, and very, very purposeful and needed in our society today. No doubt about it. Man, what an honor, Nikisha and Dr. Dale, to have you even on the network, man. This is powerful. This is more than I thought. I heard you earlier, but this is very serious. I'm gonna be pushing this thing more than you know now to get people on it.
This is really big, Kevin. This is really big for our community.
Yes, it is.
When we took this on, we really didn't know how big it was until we started hearing people say, we're in. I mean, I am so excited for our first promoters. We call the people who started out helping us early on was our promoters. And they got behind us before they had the vision, before they saw PowerPoints. They heard the story. They heard what we wanted to do. And let me tell you, they start writing checks.
Absolutely.
They said, this is long overdue.
Absolutely.
And we would not be here if it wasn't for those promoters. I don't remember. I think it's like 15 or 18 of them that just started writing checks. And helped us raise the first $100,000 to get to where we are today. We have great strategic partners with our law firm. We have 2 great law firms, 3 actually for our law firms that have helped us get to where we are today. And to make sure that we're structured organizationally right, that we're SEC compliant, that we've done everything we can do to make sure that this is done right. And so we're really excited about that, and it costs money to do that. But I just want to remind people, this is a legacy project. This is something that your name will be in the record books from 25, 30, 40 years, 50 years from now, when people look out and look up ACARIA Insurance and look at those who invested in ACARIA Insurance and find your name, they're going to say, wow, my great-grandmother, my grandmother, my father was a part of that, okay? This is legacy. When you look at North Carolina Mutual, it's over
Yeah.
100 years old, the
Right.
first Black life insurance company.
Right.
The founders of that have left a legacy for us.
Yep.
This is an opportunity. I'm going to encourage you because, as you said
Yeah.
earlier, Kevin,
Yeah.
we consume a lot, we buy a lot,
Yeah.
and you can go out and buy the Fenty bag, and you can go
Yeah.
out and
Right.
buy
Right.
the shoes, buy the nice brim, the hat. You
Right.
can buy all of that and look good, and that stuff will decay.
Yeah.
But if you just take one opportunity to invest what you invest in something
Right.
like that,
Right.
into a legacy project like ours,
Yeah.
your name will be written in the record books,
Yeah.
and you will help to build an institutional company that has the ability to transfer wealth,
Yeah.
as we refer to. So it's great, it's big, it's huge.
Yes.
We're excited about it, but it is legendary, and it is historic, and it is just prime time for us as a community to get it done.
Oh, I love it, man. Powerful, powerful. Nikisha, we need to put that one slide back up for the website. So I want to make sure people get that before we close here in a minute. But guys, if you would, get excited about what we're talking about. Hey guys, there's nothing wrong with buying stuff. We're just saying we need to be put in a position where you can buy either the company or buy the stock in the company. Okay.
Yes.
If you're gonna buy stuff, you don't do that, but be an owner or be a stockholder or something. You know what I'm saying? That's all we're saying.
Well, think about
that position.
Think about it, Kevin. We reserve 33%
Yeah.
of our company for the crowdfunding and the non-accredited investors.
Yes, sir.
Think of what that means if a company like Apple or a company like Amazon had set aside 33% for small investors.
Yeah.
Okay? Think about what that would mean if our community owned 33% of a company like Tesla.
Absolutely.
What that would mean for not only for us as individuals and our families, but for our communities.
Yes.
That's what the opportunity is here today, is to be able to be a part of a multi-billion-dollar company where our community owns 33% of it.
Oh, I love it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, now you can understand why we have Nikisha Bond and Dr. Dale Wafer on Power Connections, because they're bringing the power today. No doubt about it. This is probably the best program this year thus far on talking about this area. This is critical stuff, guys. This is a strategic stuff. It's purposeful. Anything that's purposeful is needed, ladies and gentlemen, and it's needed without a doubt. So Nikisha and Dr. Wafer, we thank you so much for sharing this. Man, this is powerful. And most of my people are brilliant. That's all I can tell you. My folks are brilliant. They understand when they get the facts, and they don't have to be very long, but when they see the vision, they, like you said, they cut the check, get the credit card out, whatever, cash out, whatever it takes. I understand it. And we all know it's needed, because we have to start shifting, ladies and gentlemen, that mindset towards these type of ideas and towards these type of businesses, if you will, for the future, for our future. And I'm excited about that. And most of us would say yes to all of that. And I'm just excited that we have an opportunity to do that, guys. So guys, we want you see the slide there earlier. We want you to take advantage of that as well. Appreciate you there, Nikisha. Yeah, wefunder.com /Acaria. And guys, wefunder.com /Acaria. And I want you guys to go to that website today, share that out. And also too, Nikisha and Dr. Whale, I want people to have these discussions with their family.
Yes.
You gotta have a discussion with the family. Now, and correct me if I'm wrong, the family, they can do some investment together. I mean, they can come in, pool,
absolutely,
do that, right?
We have one family in Syracuse, New York.
Yeah.
The father heard about what we're doing.
Yeah.
He shared it with his wife. His wife got in, and then she said, we're not leaving our adult kids.
Right, exactly.
They had their adult kids get on one of our Zooms. And I believe it's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 or 5 of them who put together $5,000 and invested in them. Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. I love it, man. Especially on the family reunions. Some of you have structured family reunions. You guys need to get together and pool that money together and get that investment into the network after you talk to Nikisha or Dr. Dale about that. But guys, we are excited because we know you guys are ready. And plus, the system is ready for this. The nation's ready for this anyway.
Yes.
I believe, Pastor Dale, no doubt about it. Nikisha, they are ready for it. All they need to know is that we're going to take away the phrase, I didn't know. Now you know.
Now you know.
Yeah, now you know, because we want you to put your money where things are going to benefit you long term. I love it. Hey, guys, this is Power Connections with Nikisha Bond, Dr. Dale Wafer. I want to give them some final thoughts as we get ready to wrap this thing up. but we definitely going to have them back in the future as they want to come back. You guys are welcome anytime for updates or anything you want to share. I don't care if it's 5 seconds or 5 hours. You come on back on talk if you want to do that. But Nikisha, any final thoughts before we close here? Thank you so much.
Awesome. Well, Kevin, just thank you so much for this program. Thank you for reaching out to us and allowing us this platform to share.
Yes.
And I just want to say, you know, we fought really, really hard to give this opportunity to everyone. Trust me, we've been offered quite a bit of money to just go ahead and sell the company.
Right.
We decided early on as a team that we were going to do the hard fight. And we were going to take this to the community and really give ourselves the opportunity, because we knew that that was a way that it does become a legacy project for everybody. And then I'll also say, you know, one of the things that when we first started out, and sometimes now when we're sharing this with people, sometimes the vision is too big. And, you know, that's kind of sad that people are like, oh, well, what insurance are you going to carry? It's like, well, no, you're going to be the insurance carrier. You know, people can't even think that big. And so I know that that's why I'm so excited to be on this platform, because I know that you're with a lot of big thinkers. And like Dale said, the big thinkers, they didn't even ask us anything.
We don't blink.
What was so funny is we did a whole, we always do quarterly updates for our team. And we had one and we called them and made sure everybody came out. And people who had just written the check, hadn't even checked in. Oh my goodness, I can't believe all the stuff that you're done. Let me give you some more money.
Exactly.
And there was some more people. So, you know, people are really starting to get the vision. And we know that if your audience just shares this with someone, somebody knows somebody who knows somebody who can really get it all the way over to the finish line in a way that this becomes a legacy for everyone.
Oh, that's powerful. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the beautiful voice of Nikisha Bond. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the founders of the ACAC network that she's at the building. Dr. Dale, final thoughts, sir. Appreciate you.
Well, let me just lay down a few, you know, points of what's the next steps, what has to take place. So in the state of Maryland, where we have launching our first, now we'll launch across the country. But we have to be established in one state first. And so we decided Maryland was open for business. And so we launched in Maryland. Now, what Maryland requires is that we put together an application to submit to the Commissioner of Insurance in Maryland. Now, that application is about a 4-inch thick.
Wow, really?
And in that application, everything has to be spelled out. Every contract, every agreement, everything has to be spelled out. You have to have your president, your CFO, everybody in place when you put the application in. You know, even though I have experience in insurance, I don't have executive experience in insurance. So we're going to hire a president and a CFO. Matter of fact, we have a CFO that is queued up right now. So we have to hire a president and a CFO to operate the business. So they're going to be operating the business. And I tell people this, because some people say, you know, well, I don't know, you know, about insurance, and you know, you guys may not have enough experience in insurance. This is more secure investment than investing in somebody who's opening up a restaurant. Let me tell you, let me tell you why. Someone who opens up a restaurant, they can say, hey, I got some great ideas for some, you know, for a menu. And they might not have any restaurant experience whatsoever. And they go in and they may do success for a year or two and they fail. Well, here, because this is a regulated industry,
there you
have
go. That's
so many governmental eyes on everything.
That's right.
And they say, we're not going to give you a license if you don't have the right person that's leading the company. Okay? So this is one of those situations where we are providing an opportunity and an investment where you don't have to just take our word for it.
That's right.
You got the commissioner of insurance of Maryland. You got the governor of Maryland. You got people that have to sign off on this to make sure that this happens. So you don't have to take our word because you know, you can take the professionals. So we have to put our application in. That application will take about 180 days to be reviewed. Once they give us the certificate of insurance, we can begin writing policies. Now, we have to raise about $4 million for the deposit. That's a deposit that the Insurance Commission of Maryland takes. We can't use it for operational expenses. It goes into a vault. It goes into a account. And what they say is, we're going to hold this to make sure over the next 2 years you're successful. Okay.
Right.
So that if you're not successful, we'll have the money to pay the claims on the people's policies. So I'm laying this out for we can just really share how secure this investment is. Of course, every investment has, you know, the downside and the risk, but this is so secure because you got more than just the owners coming to you and saying, hey, invest your money.
Absolutely.
Okay? You have so many organizations and that are watching to make sure that everything is done right for this opportunity. So once that is done, then we can begin writing policy. So right now, as a non-accredited investor, there's a number of ways that you can invest in our company. As a non-accredited investor, you can come through the crowdfunding side with a minimum of $250, and based on your net worth, you can give as much as you want. The other side is we're also raising $2 million from an angel investor. Or angel investors at $50,000 a pop. So if you say, hey, listen, I want a little bit more of the pie, I want a little bit better deal, then you could come in on the angel investor side, and you could come in at $50,000 a pop, or you can come in at the whole 2 million, and you'll be considered a founder just like us, and you have a seat on the board, and as well you have a governmental authority as well. So we have those, and then later on we'll open the opportunity for VCs to come in. People with venture capital that could come in and do the same thing. So there's many opportunities, but let me tell you this: once we get the security of insurance, it's game over. Because the Geicos, the Allstate, they're all coming to try to buy this company.
Absolutely.
And we're not selling this company.
Amen.
We understand what people do. They buy your company and they shelf.
That's
We're not selling the company.
That's right.
But let me tell you, the offers are going to be there. They're going to be very tempting offers to be there. So you want to be in early on. Right now is the time to secure your reserve shares. If you have any questions, you can go to the website, wefunder.com/Acaria, or you can go to our direct website, which is acariainsurance.com. acariainsurance.com. Drop us a line, drop us a note. If you'd like for us to get back with you, drop us an email. We'll get right back with you and answer any questions that you might have. Again, don't forget, this Thursday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and then the following Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, we're wrapping up our presentation to give you a little bit more understanding of what's taking place with Acaria Insurance. And we're talking about making Black history in Black History Month.
Yeah, powerful, powerful. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, that's the awesome Dr. Dale Wafer, ladies and gentlemen, and Nikisha Bond talking about Acaria, the insurance network coming together to you guys. That is powerful. Now, he mentioned a keyword: regulated. Come on, guys. They do not get approval in Maryland unless they are approved. Okay, unless they're approved. So guess what, guys? It's very, very serious, and we want you guys to take advantage of this opportunity of a lifetime here as well on Power Connection. So I want you guys to continue to push this out. Every organization, group, and association, you guys need to push this out in your groups and get those folks involved too, as well, to get involved in on the presentations and also the website as well. And Nikisha, if you would put that back up one more time, because some folks are a little late coming on. Maybe I want them to go to that website and check that out, guys. There it is. I want you guys to visit wefunder.com/Acaria. Okay, guys, and that'll give you some more information about that. This is about investing, right? We're talking about investing, minimum $250 or up. You can do that online, but we highly recommend you do your research, do your homework, and get your investment in today. Keep in mind, you can do it individually or you can do it collectively as well, and be a part of this historic event on this wonderful opportunity. Well, Nikisha, Vaughn, and Dr. Dale Wafer, thank you so much for being with us on Power Connections. Wow, incredible. What a great.
Hey, listen, Kevin Vaughn, thank you so much, man. Power Connection, thank you so much for giving us the exposure.
Yes,
and we'd love to come back and give you some updates.
Absolutely.
How we're doing, what's taking place, where we're at. What's the timetables?
Yes.
Your community is a large community of professionals, people who are inspired about transforming the Black plight and making sure that we get what we deserve. Amen. So, we're excited about it. Thank you so much for allowing us on your program.
Thank you so much, Nikisha and Dr. Dale. Guys, this is powerful, but guess what? It takes work, guys. It takes work. It takes money to do it at the high level. professionalism and quality that Nikisha and Brother Dale bring to the table, man. They do that in everything. So I'm not surprised on this one. This one requires a little more I's and dotted and a little more T's crossed, of course, but they can do it and they've done it. And we're just excited about them being one of the largest in the world once they start expanding other states. But we're going to take it one state at a time, like you said, and it will be done in order. And we're just excited about you guys being a part of that. Hey, guys, we want you to understand it's all about investment. This is how the big boys do it. We keep talking about the Dale Carnegies and the Rutherfords and the Roosevelts and all the other multi-millionaires that have made wealth. We're talking about them now giving us an opportunity to be a part of that history as well, ladies and gentlemen. So we're excited about that. Man, I'm almost, my cheeks are hurting now, guys, because it's just smiling so much because it's so powerful. And this is what it's all about. And we're just so proud of Dr. Dale Wafer and Nikisha seeing the vision of this for not only for themselves, but for our entire community, guys. So we're excited about that. All right. Hey, guys, we got to go. Hey, we're going to leave you with this real quick. I want you guys to push this out now. Push this out on your network. You're going to get this link on YouTube as well later on, guys. Push it out on your channels as well. And let's get started. Guys, I will leave you with this real quick because we got to go. Hey, always remember to out-love, out-serve, and out-forgive each other. And remember, there's nothing you can't do with the right mindset and also with the right team. You got the right team here today with Nikisha Bond and Dr. Dale Wafer. Doc and Nikisha, thank you so much for being with us today on Power Connections. Powerful. Thank you so much. Amen. Y'all take care. All right. Bye-bye, everybody. We'll see you next time. Y'all push this out, guys. Push it out on your media. Most of you guys are pushing out other stuff. Push this out at least 100 times on your networks, okay, guys, so they can get this powerful information.